Music mogul Sean Diddy Combs facing more time behind bars. His release date pushed back to June of 2028 instead of May of that same year.
We already knew Diddy wasn't a good person, someone who liked taking advantage of others. But if what Jaguar Wright is saying is true, he might be on a completely different level of depravity.
I don't know if that's even possible. Because if he was able to pull this off before he was a billionaire, look at what we got going on now. Derek replies, "This is illegal." And Sean Combs, Kim Elworthy are all behind this, and you're going to just sit there and let this happen, Your Honor. And the judge says, gotta pay the bills somehow.
If what Jaguar Wright says is true, she claims that back in 1997 Diddy assaulted a man, and that the case even went to court. But it never made the news. Why? According to her, the government covered it up to take the pressure off Diddy. But why would they do that? What would they gain by protecting someone accused of a serious crime? Why get involved at all? And is it possible, as some people speculate, that Diddy could have been a federal informant who later went rogue?
What they want you to do is they want you to hammer me, and they want you to pressure me, and they want you to try to put me in the grinder and see if I'll fall apart. And guess what? Welcome it. Please do.
And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today, folks. Buckle up, because this is a big one. If true, this reveal could even lead to Diddy facing more charges. And Jaguar says her life is in danger for speaking out. Jaguar explained that everything connects back to a case from 1998 that most people have never heard of. She said the documents told the story of a man named Derek Lee Cardello Smith, who she claims spent 28 years in prison for something he didn't do. According to her, his case was directly linked to Diddy. Jaguar said Derek was listed as the defendant in a case where he was accused of attacking a man named Carl Bishop. She showed the table of contents from the case file and pointed out the names involved. Then she made an even bigger claim. She said the file also included documents naming Diddy as a suspect in a separate incident involving both Derek and Carl. She said the file contained medical reports, an incident report, and other documents that listed Diddy as someone involved in serious wrongdoing.
The incident report identifying Sean Combs as the assault suspect. Well, do you understand what that means?
Hey.
Do you understand what that means? What I'm holding right here in my hand in this device that I uploaded for protection of the records. See, while everybody was busy watching that sham of whatever that was supposed to be to make people think that that guy actually was finally handled up on in some way, shape, or form, God was busy making sure that these very real findings came to me. Do you see what I'm telling you?
No, definitely.
There's a great kick. And the diddler is the assailant. His DNA found inside a man.
She also said she uploaded the documents for her own protection, in case anything happened to her copies. It's honestly chilling. She claims Derek was framed in court, that the evidence is out there for anyone to see, and that Diddy was connected to it. How was something like this allowed to happen? Even worse, you can see Derek still trying to prove his innocence. And according to her, it was all for nothing.
Defendant Derek Cardello Smith said, "Your Honor, I want to say this much. My mother is going to have to hear me say lies. And then she's going to think that I'm this type of person that I'm not. I'm not this kind of man that you people are forcing me to be. I want it to be clear that you can say on the record that I am a man who defended a woman and myself, and that I am being framed for multiple crimes that I am innocent of, and you know it, and are still forcing me into this with your full knowledge. Are you man enough to say that on this court record, sir? And the judge's response is, I am more than man enough to say so. Everything you said, I adopt on the record as true. You are not a rapist. You have been framed. And it was all done on our approval, and most especially on the approval of Kim L. Worthy. Are you happy now? Derek responds, hopefully one day this will all come out. The judge says, not today, take him back.
At one point, Jaguar said very clearly that the documents included DNA tests that linked Diddy to the case. She also claimed that Diddy's name wasn't just mentioned. He was listed as a responsible party.
Derek replies, this is illegal, and Sean Combs, Kim L. Worthy are all behind this, and you're going to just sit there and let this happen, Your Honor. And the judge says, gotta pay the bills somehow. And the witness, Kim L. Worthy, says, amen to that.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Damn. So, Jack, when you see the words "justice for Diddy," what does justice look like to you?
I don't know if that's even possible. Because if he was able to pull this off before he was a billionaire, look at what we got going on now. See, this is bigger than anything that any of us can talk about. This isn't Detroit. Who would ever think that the Diddler had action where he could move things around like this in Detroit? And we're talking all the way back in the 90s. And every time this man has been about to come up for parole, Kim Worthy goes and gets one of those great kits that she's been holding on to and just throws it on him. And he's back, he's got to stay in jail. You don't remember right after Diddy was taken into custody, that story that came out about the inmate that sued him for $100 million and won on a default judgment? Y'all don't remember hearing about that right after he was arrested?
Yeah, it was so many lawsuits, but yes, that was one of them.
Yeah, but it was the only lawsuit where you had heard somebody had actually won against him.
She then shifted her focus to Diddy's lawyers. According to her, one of them, Mark Agnello, had been indirectly involved with Derek years ago.
Yeah.
He was actually an investor in Bad Boy. And they've been keeping him monkeyed up in jail all of this time, so they ain't gotta pay him.
Yes. Hell, I want to know what justice for Derek looks like right now. Jeez. Hell.
He's entitled to 49% of whatever Combs Enterprise has amassed in the past 30 years. Almost 30 years. That's what he's entitled to. He already won a $100 million judgment. See, this is what was going on in the background while whatever that foolishness we just watched happened. This was all going on in the background. It's starting to make you wonder if that trial happened to cover this up. Everything that they've done to ruin it so people would never believe a word that came out of his mouth. See, when you start here with these transcripts from 1998, which were sealed and then unsealed in 2007 and then sat there in the clerk's office and nobody knew about it because nobody knew to come and get it. Nobody knew where to get it. Different names on the same case number. They thought they were clever.
And that's where we're leaving things for now, because this story is only getting darker and more explosive by the minute. If even half of these claims are true, the fallout could be massive. So stay alert, stay curious, and don't let this disappear into silence like it almost did before. If you want the full truth to come out, make sure you're tuned in, subscribed, and ready, because the next chapter is going to be even wilder.